it's gonna make me cry. Oh my God. Yes. Okay, Christina here to watch another movie, and today's movie is Amadeus. It's a 1984 movie. It's about Mozart. I'm really excited about this particular movie because some of you out there know I am a professional, classically trained musician. So I know a lot about Mozart and classical music in general. And I've only seen bits and pieces of this movie, so I'm finally going to get to sit down and watch the whole thing all the way through. I kind of know how it ends, because again, I've studied Mozart, but being able to see all of this, and I'm sure there's going to be some awesome Mozart music in it, there better be, it's just going to be very enjoyable for me, I think, and hopefully you too. Plus, and I should let you all know, this is the director's cut. So if you watch along with me for the full reaction, be sure it's the director's cut. So why haven't I seen this movie all the way through? It came out when I was too young. I have actually recommended this movie to students because I know it's good. So now it's my turn. I'm going to see the whole thing. So are you going to hear some nerdy things about Mozart and classical music during this movie? Yeah, you probably are. I'll try not to go overboard. But hey, nothing wrong with learning something new. And music nerds are pretty awesome, so, you know, join us. This movie is also a special request from over on Patreon. The top tier over on Patreon gets to pick one movie a month that I react to. This movie was requested by Celeste McAllister. So thank you so much for requesting this. This is going to be good. Okay, be sure to do all the things. Like and subscribe, Instagram, Patreon. Become a channel member, all of that stuff. Feel free to leave comments. You can ask questions. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm right. Let's get our music nerd on. Okay. Enough talking. Let's watch. Okay. Just getting this ready. I've had Mozart music running through my head all day, so we'll see. We'll see what matches up with the movie. I don't hear any music, okay? Okay, you got me.
Mozart!
Yes, you are correct. That's Mozart.
I confess I killed you.
Huh? He wasn't murdered. Is he saying he killed him?
Signore Salieri, open the door. Be good now.
Oh, Salieri.
Signore, this is the most delicious thing.
That's not good.
All right, that's enough, Signore. Open the door.
Uh-oh. Fell on your piano. Break the door down? There you go. Oh boy. Okay. Oof. Okay. So we have some Symphony 25 here. The little G minor. Peter Schaeffer's Amadeus director's cut. Tom Hulse, right? He played Mozart. I don't know what else he's been in, though. Mariner, okay. Opera staging, of course. We'll see some opera. Mozart was a big fan of opera. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so this is an insane asylum. Oh, hey, naked. So it's not a hospital. Why are there so many crazy people? Oh, maybe syphilis? Pretty rampant back then? And no treatment? Little clavier. Or that might be a pianoforte, I don't know.
Do you know who I am? Offer me your confession.
I think we're in for a big story.
How well are you trained in music? I know a little. You must know this. I can't say that I do. I wrote it. Oh. This one brought down the house when we played it first.
Scandalous. Conducting in his head. Oh. Grazie, grazie. Ooh, back to reality. Not an opera fan.
I regret it is not too familiar.
The pups recognizes it.
I was the most famous composer in Europe. What about this one?
Eine kleine?
Yes, I know that.
Yes.
Oh, that's charming. I'm sorry, I didn't know you wrote that. I didn't. Wolfgang, Amadeus, Mozart.
Mm-hmm.
The man you accuse yourself of killing.
Right. I did hear that.
You've heard that?
Yes. I just said that.
Is it true?
I don't think that's true.
Was my idol Mozart.
He was a child prodigy. He was a superstar.
He was playing music for kings.
And his sister.
I admit I was jealous, but of his father, who had taught him everything.
Leopold.
My father did not care for music.
Special place in my heart for choral music.
Proudest prayer a boy could think of. Lord, make me a great composer.
I want to be a rock star when I grow up. Classical musicians back then were the rock stars of today.
Make me famous through the world, dear God. Make me immortal. In return, I will give you my chastity, my deepest humility.
Okay. Well, that's dedication.
A miracle.
Oh, dear.
In a few years, I was his court
Is
composer.
that the Ferris Bueller guy?
I sat right next to the Emperor of Austria, correcting the royal sight reading.
Royal sight reading.
I kept my hands off women. Work and work. That was all my life. And it was wonderful.
So he's like a musical monk?
Everybody liked me. This man had written his first concerto at the age of 4. Which one of them?
I know he was a little stinker. Which one is he? Follow the ruckus. Ooh. Oh, little treble clefs. It's cute. Would they have been that exact shape at this point, though? The treble clef kind of evolved over time. Yikes. Oh, watch your boobs. Just pop right out.
Everything goes backwards.
That's stupid.
Why? People fart backwards.
Oh, ha
Oh, the laugh.
Emeram.
See,
No,
the
I'm
stinker.
not playing this
Serious,
game.
Emeram.
Marry you, marry. Oh, I'm not gonna marry you. You're a fiend.
My music. They started without me.
That's a nightmare I've always had. Show up to a gig and already hear them playing. Oh. You better run. You're late. They're not gonna hire you back.
Was Mozart, that giggling, dirty-minded creature,
Fiend.
crawling on the floor.
Ah, Mozart. Why do I have to be humiliated?
If His Grace is not satisfied with me, he can dismiss me.
You will remain in my service and learn your place.
On the page, it looked almost comic, like a rusty squeeze box. High above it, an oboe. A clarinet took it over. This was a music I'd never heard.
It's perfect.
Filled with such longing, it seemed to me that I was hearing a voice of God. Excuse me.
And so, yes, you can just look at music. If you're a musician, you study and you can just hear it.
How good is he, this Mozart?
A young man trying to impress. Too many notes.
Too much rock and roll.
I'm sure he could be tempted with the right offer. Say, an opera in German.
Italian is the proper language for opera.
For opera.
All educated people agree on that.
They kind of still do.
Plain German for plain people.
German is
A mouthful.
too brute for singing.
See? It is, a little bit.
I want to meet this young man.
How old is he now? Maybe in his 20s?
So marvelous, and I love it.
They're all so beautiful.
I laugh. Some of those wigs would pass in the 80s. Not much different than a flock of seagulls.
But I've written a little march of welcome in his honor.
What a charming idea. May I try it?
But he's not a good sight reader.
Let's have some fun.
Oh, okay.
May I play it when he comes in?
Oh,
Very good, Majesty.
Tempo. Up.
yes. His new clothes are very nice. No. Well, I mean, you don't expect him to be playing the instrument. He's trying so hard.
Our illustrious court composer, Maestro Salieri.
Actually composed some variations on a melody of yours. Funny little tune, but it yielded some good things.
We're going to commission an opera from her. German or Italian?
I don't think it was really decided. German, please. Let it be German. Because I've already found the most wonderful libretto.
Well,
It's kind of like the screenplay.
tell us the story.
It's set in a harem, Majesty.
Oh.
Won't actually show concubines exposing their... It's highly moral, Majesty. It's full of proper German virtues. Being a foreigner, I would love to learn. Love, sire.
Oh, love! Of course, in Italy we know nothing about love.
No, I don't think you do.
Ooh.
All those male sopranos screeching.
That's the castrati.
Maestro? I heard you met Herr Mozart. And he's been commissioned to write an opera. Is there a part in it for me? What does he look like?
She's intrigued.
You might be disappointed.
Nice. He's got his pink wig on tonight.
I was in love with a girl. I never laid a finger on her. I couldn't bear to think of anyone else touching her.
Rock and roll concerts and blockbuster cinema, all in one. And it still exists today, folks. Go see the local opera. It's pretty awesome. Woo! Oh, look at that. They're rushing the stage.
An excellent effort. You have shown us something quite new tonight.
Yes.
It is new.
Your work is ingenious. And there are simply too many notes. That's all. Just cut a few and it'll be perfect.
Okay.
Is my dear daughter Constanza. She is the fiancée of Herr Mozart.
Really?
Oh. Oh, you catch your coat on fire. Oh. Oh, goodness. We got to tuck him back in a little bit.
How old are you?
26.
Oh, I was right, 20s.
My advice is for you to marry this charming young lady.
Oh. Whoops. Well, that was weird.
Did you know? The marriage. He can marry who he pleases. I don't give a damn.
He'd had her. My heart was filling up with such hatred for that little man.
Music envy. Oh.
Husband and God are joined together.
What cathedral is that? It looked like one in Prague.
Why must I submit samples of my work to some stupid committee? Is the Emperor angry with me?
You are not the only composer in Vienna.
But I'm the best.
If you want this position, you must submit your stuff.
How can I help you?
The missus? Okay.
I've brought you some samples of his work so that he can be considered for the royal appointment.
Just leave them with me. I assure you they will be quite safe.
He doesn't know I'm here. We're desperate. I don't mean that he's lazy, because he's not at all. He works all day long.
Yeah. He wrote like 700 works.
Do you know what these are? Nipples of Venus.
They're wonderful.
What is he doing?
Are you sure you can't leave this and come back again?
But it's impossible, I'm afraid. You see, they're all originals.
Originals?
Yes, sir. He doesn't make copies.
That's another one.
Astounding. But they showed no corrections of any kind.
Yeah. If he could hear it in his head, he just wrote it out.
He had simply,
Violin concerto? Oh, wait. No, that was the concertante.
as if he were just taking dictation.
Yeah. Dictation from his own mind.
Finished as no music is ever finished.
Yeah. It was perfect.
This place would phrase, and the structure would fall.
Yeah. The form was impeccable.
I was staring through the cage of those meticulous ink strokes at an absolute beauty.
Uh-oh.
Is it not good?
It is miraculous.
That was a really neat way of explaining it. Like looking through the cage of the music. That was really neat.
One word from me and the post is his. Come back tonight. Alone. If you wish it for your husband, come tonight. That is the price.
I thought he was celibate. I'm confused. Revenge, whatever. That sucks.
Show me one sign of your favor, and I will show mine to Mozart. Please.
This is so sad.
That lady is back, sir.
That lady. What are you gonna do now, dude?
Well, I'm here. Do you still want to look at these?
That's all he wants to do. Forget her. But that's all he wants, though. Is, well. Oh boy. Oh, she's just got what? Hello. Oh.
Show this woman out.
Now on, we are enemies.
Okay. That was weird. Oh.
I will block you.
Block you from Facebook, Instagram.
Look, I must have pupils.
You don't mean to tell me that you're living in poverty?
Seriously, is there any chance you could manage alone? I am working on something that is, I'll be the richest man in Vienna.
Well, how exciting.
What is it?
Tell me more.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Better not, it's a bit of a secret.
I don't think you should become known in Vienna as a debtor, Mozart.
Papa?
It's like death.
Papa, welcome! Stanzi, this is my father.
You're a foot or two short of hair.
Why don't you get up now, my darling?
Don't you have a maid?
No.
We would if we wanted, but people love me here.
They say you have debts.
That's a malicious lie.
What's that?
The secret. Secret.
It's gotta be one of his operas.
But you are going to be so proud of me, Papa. There she is.
Are you, expecting?
Yes, I am.
Isn't it marvelous? Let's go dancing. Papa loves parties, don't you?
Oh boy. Whoa, unicorns. Whoa. Okay, are we going to a mask? Yep. Okay. Oof. Party like it's 1777? Oh. Okay. A little Baroque counterpoint there. Easy. No way. Party trick! That's awesome. And they can't tell that it's him because of the mask.
That was not Mozart laughing, Father. That was God.
Wolfie, there's a young girl here to see you.
The maternity fashion from the 18th century.
Yes?
Are you here, Mozart?
Uh,
I'm the maidservant.
uh,
I was asked to come here and offer my services to you.
Miranda?
For some kind of joke?
Not at all, sir.
I didn't know she was in this.
Whoever said she's going to pay, no?
That's right, ma'am.
We can't do anything right for you, can we?
I'm leaving.
Well, Papa.
Good. When can you start?
Right away, ma'am.
Okay, if there are any Sex and the City fans out there, you know.
Where does he work?
In there, sir.
Wow, look at that furnace. Yeah, it's just a little apartment in Vienna. No biggie. What is he gonna find? Ah, the Marriage of Figaro. I knew it.
I've just heard some news that may be of interest to you. Mozart is writing a new opera, The Marriage of Figaro.
It has been banned by the Emperor.
What a little daredevil.
I have declared the French play of Figaro unsuitable. It stirs up hatred between the classes. In France, it has caused nothing but bitterness. My own dear sister, Antoinette, writes me that she is beginning to be frightened of her own people.
Yeah, we're getting close to the French Revolution, huh?
It's a piece about love. So new that people will go mad for it.
No one doubts your talent. It's your judgment of literature that's in question.
Old dead legends? Which one of you wouldn't rather listen to his hairdresser than Hercules? People so lofty, they sound as if they shit marble.
Mozart, how dare Forgive me, Majesty.
Creative soul.
I'm a vulgar man, but I assure you, my music is not.
Whoops. We can't have the French ballet. Mm-mm.
Good, sir.
5 minutes, please.
Break time. You need at least 15.
His Majesty has expressly forbidden ballet in his operas. Give me a song, please.
What are you doing here, Director?
What are you doing?
Oh, dear.
I've no one else to turn to. The director has actually torn up a huge section of my music. But it's perfect as it is. It's not fair that a man like that should have power over our work.
I think I'll take this up with the Emperor.
They're all just playing him, though.
Would you? With all my heart.
Thank you.
I said nothing, whatever, to the Emperor.
Nothing.
The Emperor, who never attended rehearsal, suddenly appeared.
Uh-oh.
What is this? Is it modern? No ballet in your opera.
No music at all.
Your own lord decrees it, I'm afraid. Well, look at them. Let me see the scene with the music.
Oh, he's like, please, 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 please.
Can we see the scene with the music?
Yes.
Certainly.
Yes. And we're up and running. Get those dotted rhythms as close as you can. Don't let them turn into triplets.
It was astounding. God was singing through this little man, making my defeat more bitter with every passing bar.
Oof. I don't get to see the stage part very often. I'm usually in the pit playing.
A miracle.
What happened? Uh-oh.
With that yawn, I saw my defeat turn into a victory. With one yawn, the composer could still get
9 performances and withdrawn.
It's outrageous.
I've performed The Marriage of Figaro 9 times. More than that.
But what is it that they don't like?
You made too many demands on the royal ear. The poor man can't concentrate for more than an hour. You gave him 4.
Mozart operas are very demanding.
What did you think of it yourself?
I thought it was marvelous.
That was nice of him to say.
Of course.
It's the best opera yet written.
He's got his Ziggy Stardust wig back on. I like it. The pink one. Nobody better yawn.
I believe it is the best opera yet written, my friend. You are the brightest star in the musical firmament, and to me.
Oh my. You tap the bow, but don't actually touch the stand with the bow.
Did my work please you? I never knew that music like that was possible.
You flatter me.
No, no. But one hears such sounds, and what can one say but Salieri?
Oh, baby. Uh-oh.
Your father is dead.
Perfectly placed portrait. Oh, and now we have some Don Giovanni.
From his next and blackest opera, that the horrifying apparition was Leopold, raised from the dead.
I've probably played Don Giovanni more than I have Medja Figaro. Again, I never get to see it though. I just know it.
Terrifying and wonderful.
Brave. Just put his heart out there. The suspensions. He sustains that one note. It's so good.
I saw to it Don Giovanni was played only 5 times in the end. But in secret, I went to every one of those 5. I began to see a way I could finally triumph over God.
Because everybody has their demons. Ooh. Was that happening on stage? While I was in the pit. Whew. Men's chorus. It's just really impactful. Where are the women? Where are the angels? And down he goes. Was that supposed to happen? Oh, it's not a very full house. I just noticed that. And only 5 times? So what year are we headed into now? Because in case you all don't know, he only makes it to age 35. Ooh, I like the stripes. Uh-oh. That cough doesn't sound good. And all the drinking doesn't look very good. The costume that his father wore, that's not very nice.
I have come to commission work from you. A mass for the dead.
Requiem.
I'm only a messenger. Do you accept? You will be well paid.
Is this really what happened with the Requiem? It's not just rocks in there.
Work fast. And be sure, tell no one what you do.
Weird. That's the Requiem we're hearing in the background. In the mood for a death mass? Yeah, I think you are.
My plan was so simple. Requiem Mass for Wolfgang Mozart, composed by his devoted friend, Antonio Salieri.
Whoa, that was kind of creepy. So just gonna steal his work?
The only thing that worried me was the actual killing. How does one do that? It's one thing to dream about it. Very different.
Go to do it?
You have to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, but he has that little cough. Oh, they're really jammed in there. Sometimes that happens. There's limited space in the pit. Oh dear. So this is like a spoof. Is that a trombone? Those were still supposed to be sacred instruments at that point. Oh goodness, it's slippery. Oh, it's slippery. Nice little viola intro there. Oh. This is ridiculous. Oh, don't forget the wine. This is like Spaceballs to Star Wars. They've gone the plaid. Gotta be able to laugh at yourself. Is it a roast? A Mozart roast.
You belong here. You do anything you like. The more fantastic, the better.
How much will you pay him?
I see you brought your manager with you.
You gotta eat.
Half the receipts. Half receipts?
You're not going to do this. We need money now. I want it here in my hands. Shut up! But he's working on it. He told me to tell you.
But he was writing the Requiem.
What's this? A requiem mass? Oh,
Oh.
put it down! What have you got? Finished?
This other opera?
The vaudeville. Can I see it?
No. It's all up here.
So let me see it. Where is it?
I was
It's all
right.
right here in my noodle.
Oh boy.
Not you, little cunt! You don't have any people waiting for you?
Leave him alone! Your libretto, that's what's ridiculous. 12-foot snakes, magic flutes. I'm not working there anymore.
Is he working?
He sits there all the time doing some silly opera.
Die Zauberflöte. Vaudeville. It's the magic flute. Okay. Now we're to the Requiem.
Are you neglecting my request?
No, he's been working on it.
I've been sick, but I'm all right now, aren't I?
And he's working on it very hard.
Work.
Weird.
It's killing me.
I do everything I can to help you. Frighten me.
Go back to bed. Stanzi.
What's she gonna do? Oh, she left.
Leave, I said, right away. Oh, you monster. Music.
And your cough.
You selfish thing.
Turns into the Queen of the Night. Draw from life. Very nice. Come on, you can do it. Stay with it. He doesn't even have the score open on his stand. He's not doing so well. Oh. Oh. They couldn't have found someone else to play the cellist? You okay, dude? Nope, nope. Oh, there he goes.
Pick him up.
Some smelling salts or something. So is it consumption or... Oof.
Is it over? Yes, it is over.
Where is your wife?
You are so good to me. I mean, to come to my opera.
Mm.
You are the greatest composer known to me.
Do you mean it? It's him. The man. He's here.
Everybody's here, though. It's okay.
Ask him if he would give me some money now.
Oh.
Salieri. Yes.
He's sleeping.
That's his share. That should cheer him up.
And now, good night. It was perfection, truly.
And he's going to come in with the money up front here, as if it was somebody else. He already looks like a ghost.
And if you finish the work by tomorrow night, he will pay you another 100 ducats.
Another? It's impossible.
Could I help you?
Actually, you could.
Come, let's begin.
We ended in F major. So, now, A minor. Start with the voices. Basses first. Second beat of the first... Common time. Second beat of the first measure.
That's 4/4.
On A.
Quarter rest. A.
Second measure, second beat. You see?
Yes.
Yes, yes, G sharp.
Of course.
Duh.
Do you have me?
I think so.
Yeah.
Show me.
That's some good dictation there.
Good. Now the tenors.
This is
Fourth beat of the first measure on C.
so basses on beat 2, tenors on beat 4.
Second measure, fourth beat, D.
Okay. Excellent.
Now the orchestra.
Okay.
Second bassoon and bass trombone with the basses. Identical notes and rhythm.
Doubling.
Not too fast.
Do you have it?
First bassoon, tenor, trombone, what?
With the tenors.
Duh.
Identical?
Of course.
Yes.
The instruments doubling the voices. Listen to
No,
me.
I don't understand.
Listen. Trumpets in D. Tonic and dominant. First and third beats.
Okay. With the timpani.
Stand, yes,
Okay.
yes. And that's all.
No, not for the real fire. Strings in unison. Ostinato on A.
Yes. It's a fun part to play.
You have
Yes,
it?
yes, yes.
So much fun. Yes, that octave.
Go on.
So much fun.
Vocame.
Oh, it's gonna make me cry.
Write that down. Sotto voce.
Yes, yes, yes. Benissimo.
C major. Sopranos and altos and thirds. C.
The angels.
Sopranos up to F on the second voca.
Yes,
Yes, yes.
and on dictus.
Yes.
And underneath, just violins, arpeggio. Sending scale in eighth notes. And that's it. Do you have it?
Go to please. One moment. Yes.
Good.
Okay. That's how it's done. Better hurry home. Does she make it in time? He's only 35. We better get up there.
Do you want to rest a bit? No, I'm not tired at all.
Oh, I need to get some chapstick. Looking at his lips. Ugh.
I'm so ashamed. I thought you did not care for my work. Or me. Forgive me.
He asked for forgiveness. And make it in time. That little guy is adorable. How are you? Oh.
Your husband took sick.
Why you?
I was at hand.
No, I don't want you here.
Yeah,
Just go, please.
I'm not doing so well.
Wolfie, I missed you so much. What is this? No, Wolfie, not this. This is not his handwriting.
Yeah.
I was assisting him.
Well, he's not to work on this anymore. It's making him ill.
But
Wolfie?
Oh my God.
Wolfie?
Wolfie!
That was traumatic. I mean, quiet, but traumatic. Kind of like his Requiem. He was so young. Aw. No. Oh dear. Oh. coffin with the trapdoor. I'm laughing too. I don't.
You merciful God. He killed Mozart and kept me alive to torture. Slowly watching myself become extinct. My music growing fainter.
Good morning, Professor.
He was there all night.
Then we have your favorite breakfast for you.
I will speak for you, Father. I speak for all mediocrities in the world. I am their patron saint. Mediocrities everywhere. I absolve you. I absolve you.
Oh my God. The singers all had to be really good. I mean, like, surely the height of opera singers in the 80s. San Francisco Symphony Chorus. I've performed with several people from that group. Several operas. Okay. Wow. I don't know how much I talked through all of that. I mean, obviously I have knowledge about Mozart and the music of the classical era, which is the era that he composed in. Obviously I've performed several of his works. I don't know how much the story is glorified. I don't know how much of that is based on the true story. That's the part I don't know. So I've always known, we all know like Salieri and Mozart, but I've heard different things throughout the years, like maybe they weren't quite rivals like that, or I don't know. But it's just interesting because we're talking about real people. They lived. Who gets to tell their story, you know? So that part of it, I don't know. If the movie really is true to life, that he really did die in that manner, and Salieri, and what a bunch of dirtbags, though. It was like this major competition in the arts. So let's see, Mozart, 1756 to 91. So that was sort of the height of like wealth and the powdered wigs in Europe. I do know that the French Revolution took place at the end of the 1790s. So in another 10 years, things get a little topsy-turvy, and then sometime after that, you've got the whole Napoleon thing. I like to look at this sort of thing and compare it to our society today. So what in our society today would be equal to, you know, like the rock stardom of Mozart's time? Would he have been considered a one-hit wonder? Would he be appreciated in his own time? Was he more David Bowie or Taylor Swift? I don't know. You see, I mean, how many record deals did he get, you know, through the Emperor? Did he have to take any cheap commercial gigs just to make ends meet? You know, it's all very interesting. I love the costuming, and honestly, there were times where, like, the masquerade party they had was actually more of a spectacle than what was supposed to be on stage. So today, it's like, if you go to an opera and you see the spectacle on stage, it's supposed to be fantastical and out of this world, and it seems like their world was already like that. It's crazy, but opera was the choice entertainment at that time, and you can see why. And I tried to say something about like the French ballet. That was sort of the precursor, and then we had the Italian opera, but that is funny about the ballet. So what's his name from Ferris Bueller, and also just saw him recently on Hunt for Red October. He did a great job. I mean, great fit for that character, for the Emperor. Tom Hulse, is that his name? I've always had him pictured in my mind, and I had forgotten about the little laugh and everything, and that Mozart was this funny little guy full of energy, and I don't really recognize, well, except for Cynthia Nixon. I mean, hello, huge Sex and the City fan here, so of course I know Miranda, but that was a fun surprise. Wow, it's a great movie all the way around, and I loved hearing the Mozart all the way through it. He was really a bright little light that was extinguished way too soon. So I don't know if that was consumption. Had to have been like tuberculosis kind of thing, which is why they get put in mass grave, because you didn't want to like risk any cholera contamination issues or whatever would come from that. So I get it, but oof. I know there's a monument somewhere now, but you know, what a shame. But sometimes it must be. Must it be? Sometimes it must be. So what scenes had I seen of this? Just bits and pieces I recognized, a little bit here, a little bit there, but I really had just not, I didn't need to. I already kind of know all of his works, and I know I've played so many of them, and but it is nice to see these legends, you know, being portrayed as real people. If anybody is interested in watching another one, I can highly recommend Beethoven's Story, which is called Immortal Beloved, and it is wonderful. It has Beethoven music all the way through it, which is fabulous, and Gary Oldman does a really great job. I love that movie. I like this movie just about as much. And it's kind of the same idea, you know, immortality through your work, making peace with the inevitable. Anyway, not to bring everybody down. Whew. Excellent watch. This was an excellent watch. And I hope I didn't put my professor hat on too much. I just can't help it. I know stuff, so, you know, and if I get it wrong, whatever, okay, fine. I've actually studied other music eras more than this one, but obviously I'm familiar with it. I had to be, you know, to get my degrees. So, thank you once again to Celeste McAllister, top tier patron who requested this movie. Excellent idea. I had so much fun. I hope everyone else did too. Feel free to leave comments, ask questions. I try to read all the comments and respond and reply as best I can. What's your favorite Mozart piece? Does this movie inspire you, or does this reaction inspire you to get to know Mozart music more? How many of you might actually go out and try to see an actual Mozart opera? Those of you that are musicians, you know what it's like. It's a marathon. Mozart operas are marathons if you're playing in the pit, but it's fun. Superstars of yesteryear. Okay, be sure to do all the things, like and subscribe, Instagram, Patreon, become a channel member, and as always, remember that you don't have to be perfect, just be okay.